Hello everyone! Welcome to this portion of my bathroom. I thought this would be a fun little video to do. I don't know that I've ever done one of these, have I? Kind of. In any case, I wanted to show you guys my everyday makeup setup. I know when I originally got this little table monitor stand thing, and I included it in a vloggy bit of one of my makeup review videos, one of my, either a Let's Test or a YouTube made me buy it, quite a few people had asked me to do this kind of a video so they could see what's in my everyday type of a setup and whatnot, and I was like, you know what? I can do that. So here it is. I'm gonna unstabilize you really quick, but this is just the corner of my bathroom counter. I've been really enjoying this setup since doing it. So, my sink is right there and Fig is right there. He's like, can I be in the video too, Mom? Hey, if you can jump up there, babe, you can do it. Oh. Good job. Oh, my little fluff tank. So like I was saying, I have got, my sink right here, soap and everything, and then just in the corner, nice and convenient, out of the way. Are you bored already? Wow. Wow. Thanks a lot. But anyways, most of this is from Target. Let's just be real. Target is my aesthetic. I just love Target. So I apologize if you see any litter specks, obviously. That's where it's from. But this towel was from Target, so it's just nice to kind of have it out there, guests can use it, I can use it. I usually just use my bath towel on the corner, but it's there. I really like it. I think it's pretty. And like I said, I got this, it's a monitor stand, so it was in the the desk organization. There we go. It's from that section in Target. So this was originally intended for a computer stand, but I'm using it as a makeup stand and I really like it for that. So I just wanted something to elevate it. Everything just felt so down and I wanted to give things levels. I don't know. I like it for this. Plus then you get a little storage underneath. So here I've just got a glass container. I got this from Goodwill a long time ago. I keep little hair ties and stuff in there. And then right here I've just got this little mini container. It used to be a lip balm, a vanilla and ginger lip balm from H&M. And once it ran out, I realized it was the perfect size for bobby pins. So I just keep my bobby pins in there. It keeps them nice and tidy and out of the way because someone likes to play with my bobby pins. I'm not going to mention any names. And then behind that you can see I've got this Soap & Glory. Let's see, I guess I can pull it out here for the video. This Soap & Glory, what is it called? The Righteous Butter. They sent this my way and I figured, it looks good underneath here. It slides right in and plus, it makes it nice and convenient for when I step out of the shower. I can just slap on some lotion because it feels good to do that when you get out of the shower. This video is not sponsored, guys. Don't worry. Like I said, they sent that to me and I would feel wrong not telling you guys that. So, I feel bad. I feel like you guys are a little bit too close if I have my actual stand down so that this is stable, but I don't know, isn't this better so it's not all shaky? Just, I don't really have any more counter space to put you on farther out, so hopefully this isn't too close up or anything, but I think, could you see? So here's kind of the above view here. I'm gonna, I guess I can talk you through the brushes since that'll go pretty quick here, but on the right side I just keep tons of brushes. I've got all of my Outer Beauty brushes right up front. I've just got them in a California sun-dried tomato thing that I, cleaned out after use. Fun fact, sun-dried tomatoes are one of my favorite foods, so that just makes me happy seeing that there, and hence I put my favorite foundation and powder and everything else brushes. I mean, I use a lot of these. I use at least 4 of these every single day. I love my Outer Beauty brushes. And then in this container here, it's just propped up on a little cardboard thing that came, I think, in a FabFitFun box of mine, but I liked it. It's purple, it adds a little bit of color here, but I got this little container from Target as well, and in here I just keep a myriad of clean foundation brushes. Since I do a lot of foundation reviews here on my channel, it's kind of imperative that I use a clean foundation brush when I am reviewing, so instead of using my normal foundation brush, I just reach for for a clean one from here. And then in back, I got this coffee mug when I was on my trip to Paris and London with my friends Carmen and Jacob this past year. So it just reminds me of happy memories from there. And in here, I just kind of keep like miscellaneous extra brushes that I don't use on the daily, but if I want to or need to, they're here. So I've got, you know, extra powder brushes. Some are from e.l.f., some are from, I think these ones were from Sally Beauty. They are Face Secrets brand. They're really cool, like tons of different colors in the bristles, and they're super duper soft. I actually really like these brushes. They sent them to me and I did not have high hopes, and then I touched them and used them and I was like, oh, changed my mind. So yeah, you know, that I've just got some of these unicorn looking brushes from Moda and all that. So like I said, this is just kind of my miscellaneous cup. And then I've also got this cup that I feel like so many people on YouTube have, but this is also from Target. She's just adorable. And in here I keep a lot of detail brushes. I don't know if that's what you want to call it, but you know, I've got blush brushes and some contour brushes that I don't use, but if I want them, they're there. I've got highlighter brushes from, you know, Real Techniques and that sort of a thing. So there are my brushes. I love those, obviously. And before I forget too, I mean, I've just got this sitting out because I need to use the other side, but oh, you guys, I love the Dior Addict lip maximizer things. You can see I went through that one sample. It came with a brush too, but I just need to use that other side. I'm really bad about using these little sample packets, but when it's something this good, homegirl needs to remember to use that up. So that's why I've got it sitting there in hopes that I'll actually use it. You guys are stabilized now. Moving on to what I've got down here. This is kind of my slight eyes thing, I guess, container. So I've got my vamp stamp in here. I've also got my Vink stamp thing that I use with my vamp stamp. And to go along with that, I've also got, I think this is a full size, isn't it? Or is it a sample? Either way, I've got the Kat Von D tattoo liner in Trooper. That's probably not going to focus, but there you go. Works great. And then I've also just got some tried and true favorite eye bases of mine. So I've just got the MAC Soft Ochre paint pot and also the MAC Painterly paint pot. Those are just two good matte neutral bases, and then two other neutral bases, but these are shimmery. These are from Revlon. These are the Color Stays, and they are fantastic. This one is in 705, and then this one is in 730 if I'm wanting to do something a little bit deeper and shimmery on my eyes. And oh, this is the little mechanism that broke off of my MAC Aphrodite shell powder. It must have flung into there, but this little glass tray is also from Goodwill, so I just have those situated in there. I suppose it's better to store these upside down, but you know, it's just good to have a few bases ready, and like I said, those are just kind of the ones that I grabbed for, and now that I have my vamp stamp, like, I wear winged liner practically every single day because it's just so freaking easy. And then I have also got the setting powder that I'm currently using. So this one was a holiday edition of the Bare Minerals Original Mineral Veil. I'm quite liking this so far. I just used this in a Get Ready With Me very recently, and it's been good. I don't think I like it as much as my NARS translucent crystal powder. It's also very messy. I tried to keep part of the sticker on there so that this didn't happen, but it's got a tint to it, or at least it looks like it would, but then once you like rub it into your hand or your skin or whatever, it ends up turning translucent, so that's nice. It gives more of like a silicone looking finish. I don't know that there's silicone in this, it just kind of feels that way. Mattifies right away, and I think I've been liking it, so I'm glad I'm finally getting around to using this. Moving on up, I'll get you a little bit closer. You can kind of see me in the background there. Slash, you can see my camera in the background there. Is that taboo? Am I not supposed to do that? I don't really know, you guys. Is that, okay, you guys. This is another thing that I want to finally force myself to use. I do believe Cheyenne, I'll correct myself on the screen if I'm wrong. Oh gosh, hi, there I am in all my chins. But you were so kind and you sent this my way. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette, and I just haven't used it. I have a problem with using pretty things. I really do. I have swatched it, but I just feel like guilty. But then I need to keep reminding myself that, like, no, you bought this for me to use, you know? I need to use it. So I need to play around with this and see how it best works on my skin. I mean, it's beautiful. Like I said, I have swatched these powders before. You're not going to be able to see that on camera. I don't know why I'm even trying, but put that there to remind myself. Cassie, use it. Use the pretty thing that someone was nice enough to spend their hard-earned money on for you, right? Yes. Okay, so in here, there's a method to this madness. This container was also from Target. I love it. You know, nice rosy goldy trim to match the monitor stand hardware. And I mean, I've had this for longer than the monitor stand, but basically in here I keep skincare, primers, metal tools, concealers, foundations, and then face powder and mascara. Like, that's not, I don't know, it makes sense to me. We can go through it here. So I've just got a comedone extractor here for if I've ever got, you know, a nose squeezing that needs to be done or whatever. I've also got a couple pairs of tweezers. I honestly don't know why I even keep the white ones. They're pretty old. These ones from Tweezerman are actually, I think these are Tweezerman. Maybe not, because there's no brand name on there, and I feel like Tweezerman always has their brand name written all over everything. I'm so sorry, you guys. It doesn't say a brand name on here, but basically they're silver and they've got this like squishy squishy pink grip on them. I just got them at Target in the beauty section. These are probably my favorite tweezers I've ever used. They're really comfy and easy and precise. They do a great job. And then, like I said, on this side I keep primers. Well, yeah, all of my primers. So I've got my favorite eyelid primer in here. The Balm's Put a Lid on It. I've also got two. Usually I only keep one primer in here, but at the moment, since these are minis, I figure I can have two in there, but I've got my two Guerlain primers. One is the Meteorites Pearls and then the Lure primer, so I'm trying the Lure primer out. I know I love the Meteorites one, so got that, and then I've also got a lip balm here, you know, put that on whenever I want to. This one is the Hurrah Mint Lip Balm. I love Hurrah lip balms. They're really, really good and vegan and all that good stuff. I've also got my facial oil in here, which is finally about to run out. I love this facial oil here. I only say finally because I've just had it for so long. I didn't know it would last me so long. I've had this since I lived in Boston, so at least 2.5, 3-ish years or something. I mean, I only use like 3-ish drops in the morning, but this keeps my skin really, really nice and hydrated and delightful. I also feel like it helps to fade acne scars quicker. Could be wrong, but I feel like it does that for me. This is the Tsubaki Beauty Oil, and I basically mix that in with my moisturizer. So I've got the Paula's Choice Calm Redness Relief Moisturizer for normal to oily skin. This has become one of my favorite moisturizers. It is so good on my sensitive skin. It has not broken me out at all. It feels good and moisturizing, and mixed in with my oil, it feels fantastic on my skin. And then someone had suggested this to me, so I just got it recently and want to try it out, so that's why I've got it in here, because I had room. I haven't tried it yet though, so I can't really speak to its powers or anything. But then I've also got my setting spray. At the moment I'm actually using a pharmacy setting spray, but I hated the bottle spritzer that it came in, so I dumped it into this empty L'Oreal one. This infallible setting spray was actually really good, but yeah, figured I would use the bottle while I can, because why the heck not? So there you go. Like I said, this is kind of my skincare slash primer corner here. And then in here, like I said, I've got foundations and concealers. I kind of rotate these out depending on the season, which, speaking of, I really shouldn't have this one in here. I don't feel like, maybe, no, this was good for, I'm confused. In any case, I've got my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This is the shade Fair. Favorite concealer, hands down. It's fantastic. And then my favorite under eye concealer is the Benefits Fake Up. I have the shade 01 Light. So, I mean, you guys have seen me use this a million times, but you know, it's got the hydration and then the concealer core in there. It's just delightful. I really like it anyways. And I've also got the Estee Lauder Double Wear in here. I've got 1N1 Ivory Nude. This stuff is fantastic for the summertime. This concealer, Lord knows I should probably throw it away. I've had it for so long, but I mean, it doesn't smell. It still works, and it works really great. This is the Makeup Forever Full Cover Extreme Camouflage blah 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 waterproof concealer. The shade has worn off, but it was in the shade 5. I think they call it vanilla now. This stuff is fantastic for like a long wearing full coverage concealer. It's really, really good, at least if the formula is still the same. And then I've also got my trusty Revlon Color Stay back here. This stuff is good year-round, and it is just fantastic on my skin. And then this is one that I want to try out again. I remember liking this when I did my first impression, or YouTube made me buy it, whatever it was. But this is the L'Oreal Infallible Total Cover Foundation. I've got the creamy natural color, but I remember liking this, so I wanted to stick it in here so that I would actually, you know, use it, hopefully. And then I've also got my NYX Pro Foundation Mixer in white, I think, yeah. Just to mix in and lighten some foundations, because I definitely have some in here at the moment that need lightening. So I've also got this tube of Dermacol makeup cover stuff, because I wanted to use this as a concealer, which is what it's actually intended to be used for, that people told me in the comments section. So I did want to try it out for its intended purposes, so that's why it's in here. I've also got the Pretty Vulgar concealer, which I like, but it stinks. Like, it just smells chemically, so I don't know that I'm going to keep this much longer. It's a bummer because it works really nice, but I mean, this works just as well. I'm pretty sure they're at the same price point, so whatever. This is the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir. I've got the shade 710. I really, really loved this stuff too, but this is one of those ones that I needed to mix in the white medium with. Now that it's summer, I might not have to, but either way, put that in there because I want to use it. And I've got another favorite concealer, the Born This Way from Too Faced. I've got Very Fair. This stuff is good. It's not great, but it is really good. I like it. And like you saw, I've got the Bourjois Healthy Mix, and then I've also got the Misha BB Cream, the perfect cover, just for days that I want a lighter coverage. And then in this final section here, like I said, I've got like powder products and stuff. I've got my 2 mascaras. I mean, they should go with my eye stuff, but there's no more room in there, and there's room in here, so hey! I've got my CoverGirl, the Supersizer, and then my L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise, both in waterproof. These are an awesome, awesome combo together. I've also got my brow things here, so just the powder kit that I use and an old mascara spoolie that I cleaned off and used to spool through my brows, and then also my NYX eyebrow shaper wax stuff. So there's that. And then in the back here, I've got my YSL highlighter that I love. I mean, I don't know, it's a highlighting finishing powder. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to use this like on all of your face, but that's just, it's not my style. But oh my gosh, you guys, this is just the prettiest. It's one of those products where it's like, it's so pretty, and I love it on my face too, but like, this is one of those ones where I just sit there and I swatch it, because I love looking at it so much. The camera in this light and everything will not do it justice, but oh god, so pretty. And then another pretty thing, which I know, yell at me all you want, you guys. I bought this with every intention of using it, and then I just haven't used it yet. It was like one of those treat yourself moments, but then like I said, it was too pretty and I couldn't. But this is from Dior. I bought this half with a gift card and then half treat yourself, and I wanted to use this for like setting my under eyes, and I just haven't been able to bring myself to doing it. This powder is so velvety soft and smooth and delightful. I mean, since I haven't swatched it yet, I could technically do a first impression video if you guys want me to, but I have touched it in stores, and every time I touch it in store, it's just like the softest, most fantastical feeling powder ever. So, like I said, it's one of those things that like I keep in the velvet pouch and I'm like, use it, Cassie, use it, but then I go to use it and I get scared. So that's a personal problem. But for blushes this month, I have got 2 little minis here. I've got the Balms In Stain. This is in, what is it, Swiss Dot, I think? It's such a pretty, nice watermelony, tangerine, nice shade. Is it even, like, I can't even do swatches in here, you guys. Is this helpful? Do you care? It's really pretty. And I just love the little mini packaging. And then this one was the Tarte one that came in the birthday kit from Sephora this year, so it's called Party! And it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Just, like, natural, and it makes sense. It's, like, one of those colors where it's like, yeah, this would work on pretty much anybody. It might be a bit light on deeper skin tones, I'm not sure, but it's just a really pretty pinky mauve. Again, I don't know why I bother swatching anything, because you guys really can't see in this lighting. But I've got my highlighter that I'm using this month, the Urban Decay Afterglow 8-Hour Aura Blush. Not blush, it's a highlight. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so soft. Just gorgeous. And yes, I'm gonna do a swatch because it's makeup and it makes me happy when I put it on my skin. Oh, so pretty. And I've also got my Makeup Geek bronzer that I'm trying out. This is the Fair Skin Bronzer, Sun Kissed, and so far I like it. You know, I think I've used it twice. But it has stayed on my cheeks and everything. Super soft, super nice, just like I know Makeup Geek powders to be. You really will not be able to see that. It is way too light to be seen in here, but it's just a really natural looking contour for me. And then I've got my super janky MAC Aphrodite Shell Extra Dimension Bronzer from the Alluring Aquatics collection. I just keep it closed with a little piece of tape there. Yes, I am a classy lady. It's just like my perfect contour. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Again, you can't see it. I'm really doing the swatching for me, but there you go. And there's the packaging. It's so freaking pretty. Those water droplets, yes. I also don't know why. Please tell me I'm not going crazy. This all fit in here, didn't it, before? I'm so confused. Okay, well, it's just gonna have to stay like that. But yay, there you go. There's my everyday makeup corner instead of makeup drawer. I've got a corner because I don't have a desk. Yay! But I've got a fig. Oh, that's a happy face. So there you go, you guys. Yay! I hope you enjoyed seeing my little setup here and the things I use on the daily-ish. And by that, you know, some days I don't wear eye stuff, or some days I just do my brows and lashes, or, you know, I pick and choose, but this is it. This is my setup. I hope you enjoyed. If you guys did, let me know, and I will do more of these in the future. You can do that by either commenting, or you can give the video a thumbs up down below. I would really appreciate it. And if you are new here, not only to my makeup corner, but just to my channel, you can go ahead and subscribe so that you can see more content from me in the future. I would love to have you guys here. You can usually see my face in my videos, but today, just my hand. I hope you liked it. So yeah, alright, I'm gonna go, you guys. I hope you guys are all doing well, and until next time, just stay well until then. Bye! Camel face, camel face. Say bye! Too busy getting loved on. Okay, bye guys, bye!
I went to this club, right? And they had no baggy pants and no sneakers. That was wild. I didn't know what to think about that.